Take your watch. I'm gonna just borrow this. Put that in there. It's a barter system, ma'am. In you go. Bye-bye. Yes, you can stop giving me the tutorial. I get it. Bones. I'm being very casual with these bones. Whee! Oh dear. Respect. Respect for the dead. Oh, it has birds on it. It's cute. There you go. Lid. Off we go. Let's see what people think of our new management. How is your funeral experience? Sad. What is happening to the driver? I want to know the legal ramifications. I hope they're charged with something appropriate. I feel you. That is an excellent coping mechanism. Alcohol and Netflix. Oh, that is a tough question. What do you keep? Oh. Oh. Ah. Sad. Yeah. Hit by a car on a bike, that would be probably hard to fix that with makeup. I wonder if they make like prosthetics for the purposes of open casket funerals. Like, can they do like reconstruct? They must do like reconstruction, especially for like children or something, where people would like really wanna like say goodbye or whatever. That sounds fascinating. My own hypothesis fascinates me. It must be a thing. It must be. And I want to know more. It sounds interesting. Oh boy. Rules and code of conduct. Home funerals. Yes, gives you time to deal with the loss instead of just whisking them away. It might sound gross. To be around your loved ones and see them decay naturally is an important part of the grieving process. I can see how that would be true for some. I'm not sure that's necessarily true for all. But okay. In all states, it is legal to have your loved one's body at home after they die. Some require a funeral director's involvement, but know that this may be an option available to you. Dr. Zaius. A gorilla walking on its hind legs. Well, I'm pretty sure they can for brief periods. It's not their preferred or natural method of locomotion, but like I'm pretty sure they could stand up and like inch forward a little bit. Is that what you mean, Jen? Is that what you mean? Or do you mean he's like strolling down the street? I need more information to formulate my response. We received a contract with the city to dispose of any unclaimed bodies. I find that hard to believe. That a funeral home with one cremator received the contract from the city to dispose of any unclaimed bodies. I mean, I guess it depends on the size of the city. But I feel like there must be more... I mean, maybe they don't... No, they must care. They have to make room in the city or the county or whatever it's called, the morgue, for new unclaimed bodies. And, you know, for all the other bodies. So they need to, like, get them out of there. As soon as possible. Because limited space. So... to just... Anyway. Yeah, I feel like a bigger place would probably be better. How did you get this contract, Chad? Are you crooked? Is that how it works? I have reviewed your request on behalf of a potential family, inquiring if we at HHE Inc. can and will perform green burials. They do not, as they are not cost-effective. Bracket, for us. Left that out. I know it's implied, but... Try our hardest to convince the families requesting green burials to instead choose a traditional burial package, complete with embalming, caskets, and vaults! Oh, I don't like you. You're icky. Oh my god. New rules. While on any premises. Now there is a uniform. No tattoos are to be visible. When speaking with customers and clients, consider the opportunity to upsell. Always encourage the deceased loved ones to purchase the higher quality package. We find that encouraging loved ones to think of the comfort and style of the deceased as an experience with no price limit on it. Food is no longer allowed to be brought in. Purchase our premium sandwich and appetizer food package. Man. This guy. Ugh, frozen food that gets defrosted in the morning. I mean, I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure it's fine. It's fine. They won't know. I suddenly hate my job. He refuses to acknowledge the state that is hangry. But yes, I would like a beer, and I would also like some mozzarella sticks. Please, thank you. Alright. Unclaimed body. My tattoos are not covered. I am not in compliance with the new rules. Code of conduct. Should I, like, check him for a pacemaker? Do we have that information? Am I gonna explode? Kaboom! No. Where does the urn for an unclaimed body go? I wonder. If he's unclaimed, who's... Oh. Oh. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sure you were loved. But no one knows what happened to you. I'm here. Charlie's here. Oh. Sad. Has this always been here? to clean things. Well, I don't want to clean things. I hate cleaning. But I hear you. Oh my god. Yeah, like, why have, like, a funeral service for someone who's, like, unclaimed? It just seems kind of like it's supposed to be a nice thought, but it seems kind of mean. Just like, you're here, but no one's coming. Oh, I've heard of this. Water cremation. Yeah, that sounds cool. I could go for that. It's kind of like, yeah, you do go down the drain, but when you're getting, like, prepared, especially if you're getting embalmed, like that's where it goes anyway, so, which is kind of creepy if you think about it. There's corpses in the drinking water, like, not anymore because it's cleaned, but, like, you know what I mean. The same way we're all made of stars, there's corpses in the drinking water. For people who have been possessed. And I suggested it. Okay. We just clicked. Found someone to love. Good for me. Good for me. Good for you. It's fine. I'm not lonely. Sure, be super corny and cliche. Why not? Go for it. You do you. I'm done. Oh, Matthew's leaving. A lesson on how to properly upsell potential customers. I don't know if upselling is actually part of my job. I want to review my job description. This dude is sickening. A standard embalming will allow for everyone to view your wife, ensuring that everyone can see her one final time as she was, beautiful, peaceful, and courageous. And like, waxy and creepy and in like corpse makeup and yeah. Anymore on that. Okay. Okay, we got a hospital and city contract. We only have one cremator. Like, how many bodies do you think we can handle with one? My only possible response, sure thing, I'll get right to it. Absolutely. Let me read those emails, that training video. How to upsell people. Register a business? Am I making my own business? Am I branching out into death-positive funeral services? See page 1. Sure. It'd be funny if I could type in other stuff. I'm gonna be like, no results found. Where'd my cleany thing go? Oh, someone stole my spray bottle. My Windex is missing. How can I help you, ma'am? doesn't need to be a bomb for... Doesn't need to be a bomb to have... To lie! Crack, 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 crack. Crackety, crack. Crack, 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 crack. It's too bad it doesn't have, like, crunchy sounds. It wouldn't go with the tone, but... it would amuse me. Glue your eyeballs shut. Cotton balls in your face. Sew up your mouth so it doesn't fall open and creep people out. It rubs the lotion on its skin. It must be weird moisturizing a corpse. Chemicals. They're so pink and fruity. Strawberry flavored. No more innards for you. Oh, right. I should know this by now. Okay. Oh yes, I'm wearing my new regulation uniform. Make sure we're respectful by not having tattoos, because that makes sense. Why do these things always make me so hungry? How many of these have you been to? If people can talk about karaoke and nibbles, why can't I have my tattoos? She's gonna rot anyway though, dude. Embalming doesn't preserve someone forever, it just delays the process. I'm tired of ranting. For once. Okay, everyone's super focused on your memory, ma'am. Did I start my own business? Looks like. A bus driver. Alright. Okay. Congratulations on your new business! How do I have the money to start a new business? Don't you have to have, like, some money? I don't know how much money. Can you get a loan to start it? I know nothing about starting your own business. It seems like it'd be expensive. Did I get coffee from, like, the Starship Enterprise? Doesn't that look like the Star Trek? I don't know Star Trek very well. Maybe I'm full of shit. Green burial pods. I got my tattoos back. We're having a green funeral. And everyone's putting dirt on her. And they're planting trees. Okay. Well, that was short, but it was neat. I liked it. I think I pretty much said everything, my opinions, while I was playing the game. Yeah, I enjoyed preparing corpses more than I thought I would, but they don't really look like corpses, so... yeah, there's not a whole lot of gameplay. It's more of like a inviting you to think about things kind of game. I don't have anything against that. It wasn't like super expensive. I forget how much I paid for it. I think I got it on sale. So I mean, if you see it for a couple bucks and you want to massage some corpses and soften their skin and stuff, or maybe you would, I mean, let's be honest, if you came and watched it on YouTube, you were probably never gonna get it yourself anyway, because if you were interested enough, you would have bought it for yourself. At least I think that's how most people do things, because it's a video game and not like a movie or something. And it's about the experience of playing for yourself, etc. So, yeah, I guess that's it. Yay for the death positive movement. I'm totally on board with it. Not that I want to necessarily prepare my own dead at home. I kind of still gives me the heebie-jeebies, which, like, I know it's not, like, that's not part of the death positive thing, is that it's not, death isn't supposed to be all, but I just, if I think about, like, if a relative dies and, like, preparing their body myself, I'm just not, it just doesn't feel like something I'd want to do, but I definitely think that, like, since it's not dangerous to be around a dead body unless they died from, like, Ebola or something, you should definitely be allowed to mourn them and bury them, like, at your own pace, within reason. Like, you shouldn't maybe be allowed to have a corpse, like, actively rotting in your home, but, like, a couple days or something is not gonna, like, be a big deal, and certainly not in terms of, like, a health danger. So, like, I can see that, like, saying goodbye or whatever over a period of time, like where you spend some time and then you go away and then you come back and you spend a little more time and you cry, but they're still kind of there and that kind of thing, especially if you're like spiritual or whatever and you feel like they're still with you or whatever. I can definitely see how that would be, instead of having them like whisked away and like, unless you have an open casket funeral or whatever, like you never see them again. They're just like in the casket going in the ground or whatever. Like, I can see how that would make it more difficult for some people, because it feels like you don't get to say a proper goodbye or something. Like, I've had to euthanize a few pets and it's definitely different. Like the last one, the guinea pig that you heard in several recording sessions of Dragon Age and some stuff with Dr. Schwa, you could hear like squeaking or rustling or whatever. They wouldn't let me hold her. They just kind of took her away, and I never saw her again. So I just kind of had their word for it that A, she was dead at all, because they could just, like, what do I know? I didn't get to go see. and they wouldn't let me hold her while they did it, so she just kind of disappeared. And like, I'm sure it was very, like, I was with my first guinea pig when they put him down, and I've been with a dog, and I've been with several cats, not my cats, but several cats. Like, the vets were very nice, and the techs and stuff, like, they don't be like, bye-bye, dog, and like stab them or something. Like, they're, you know, they're soothing them and all this stuff. So I'm sure that she, or at least I have a little bit of faith that it was fine. And either way, she's dead now, so she doesn't, you know. But it was different when I was able to be with my first one and sort of hold him and okay, this is kind of morbid, but like feel him die in my arms. Like, I could tell when he was gone, even before she came in and like listened for a heartbeat. Like, I knew when he was gone as opposed to when he was going. And so it was a lot more abrupt when they just took her away. So I can imagine if that's a person, like, it helped to have even just a few minutes with him during the process to kind of, I don't know, just to, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. It was just, there was an emotional difference between her just sort of disappearing into the back. Like, that probably wouldn't be the same way for people. They take them away once they're dead. But, like, there's a difference to the mourning process as opposed to, okay, she's gone now. You know, she just sort of got taken and, okay, she's dead. Bye. Like, you just kind of walk out the door instead of getting to, like, pet him for a minute more. So I can imagine it, you know, might be emotionally helpful for a lot of people to sort of hold their hand or, like, see some of the changes, like the eyes sinking, or like they go like room temperature. Like, that could be sort of helpful in like, okay, they're definitely gone now and they're accepting, like, please tell me you know what I mean. I do definitely am on board with like a green funeral. I don't agree, obviously. I'm pretty sure I made it clear. I'm not on board with pumping people full of chemicals because A, it doesn't fucking immortalize them. They still rot. Except now they're leaking carcinogens into the ground and probably into the water table. And that's not good. Especially just to make people feel better. Or even worse, because someone lied to them and said it's necessary, which is fucking... Like, that's... Like, obviously they tried to make it very clear in this video game how sleazy that is. To be like, well, if you're not getting the gold package, or if you're not embalming them, you're somehow dishonoring their memory. Like, that's low. But, like, you're dead. Or whoever it is dead. They're not capable of caring anymore, or at least according to my beliefs. I don't know how it works for religious people, but even then, there seems to be something that appeals, at least to me, about just going back, rejoining the life cycle, if you will. Just, like, going back to nature and stuff. Like, whatever. What is a good death? Maybe let's leave it on that question. Maybe go check out the Order of Good Death, and think about what it means to you. What does it mean to have a good death? Does it really matter in the mourning process if someone is all like, if they've been preserved or not? Or do you need to see them? Is it important to spend time with them? I don't know what other people think. And granted, I think very differently from other people. So I would be interested. Feel free to leave a comment or whatever, or just think about it. Check out the Death Positive movement. Maybe think about death and dying a little bit differently, or don't. You know, that's up to you. Obviously, maybe your good death is being embalmed and having people file past you and go, oh, she looks so lifelike. Like, maybe that's what a good death means to you. But I get the feeling that if we really thought about it, we might change a few things about the death industry. If nothing else, fucking trying to upsell people just, like, that's, like, fuck you guys, anyone out there who takes advantage of people's just emotional devastation to try to sell them a fancier casket. For real. Fuck you. And I'm gonna leave it on that. So, have a nice day, unless you're someone who tries to capitalize on people's grief, because you're a monster. So, yeah, fuck you to those people, and for the rest of you, I wish you a good death. Bye-bye.